guys, welcome to episode 2 of Crow and Tell. This is going to be a 12-part video series where I go one by one through the junk drawers that are over my desk where I work. A lot of them are just full of trinkets or little art bits or even sometimes business cards, garbage, whatever. And so I thought we would go through them, do a little show and tell. I'll talk about each little item as much as I can. And episode 1 went really well last night, and I was so excited that I thought with my free time today, I would attempt to just bang out episode 2. So let's hop right in. We're going to be a little bit more organized today. Everything is going to go on the heart trays. When I'm done, I'm going to be showing you everything over this mirror so that I know that the camera is pointed at my hands. And let's go. So these are a recent thing that I kind of just shoved into this drawer. That's kind of how a lot of these things end up in these drawers, but these are some uranium glass buttons. I got them on eBay. I think they're vintage. They're from the Czech Republic. But who knows, you know, half of the stuff you see online these days says vintage and it's not, but I don't care. I'm going to use them in something really cool. And I have a, UV flashlight here. We're in broad daylight right now, but I hope that this gets picked up by the camera. So, yeah, they're really cute, and I'm excited to use them in something cool. Stand this up. Next, so I've got a couple of bottles in here that used to hold nail polish, paint. I think some of them are just empty craft bottles that used to have corks. There might still be some corks in here. But there's a lot of them in here, just little bottles and vials. And none of these nail polish bottles are full of functioning nail polish. They are all dried out, and I imagine that one day I will use them in a little craft project. Some tiny bottles too. I'm not seeing, I am seeing some corks. Little corks for some of these. So you can kind of hang it from something. And those hooks are pretty easy to just attach yourself to if you have the right tools. What's this one here? Yep. Oops. Oh, this one is this one's round on the bottom. We're just gonna stick that up here. And any more corks? Yeah, this is going to be kind of a shorter video because this is one of the smaller drawers, but let's talk about the bottles. So, there's something in here. There's a scented oil in here. I didn't even know that was there. Is there oil in the other one? There is. This one is Ylang Ylang Nutmeg. It says it's for sensuality. And this one is Energy. Peppermint and rosemary. That sounds nice. But I don't know how I ended up with these, but here they are. I'm not gonna scent test them right now. These are just empty little vials you can get at the craft store. Most of you have definitely seen those before. A similar vessel, but this one I appear to have filled with star confetti. It's kind of getting a little mussed up in there, but this I'm not sure where it came from, but it would be good for gifting vanilla extract as long as it was clean on the inside. Another craft store vial. These are actually, this is like a little time capsule for me. These are like the best gold sprinkles I've ever used. I love these sprinkles, and I just decided to keep some of them in a little vial because sometimes you run out of sprinkles or they expire, and I don't want to say goodbye to those. A nail polish bottle. This one had heart sequins in it. And you can kind of tell in most of these dried up nail polish bottles, I don't know if it's gonna see, but yeah, you can see it. The mixing ball is like still in there and it's stuck to the bottom. This shade is called Love Your Life. I think it was probably for a Valentine's Day makeup release, but it's by OPI. And I love OPI polishes. I always find them to be really good quality. Here's some more nail polish bottles. This glitter I use religiously for a long time. And you can see also that the mixing balls are stuck in there. But I really love the blue, purple, green iridescent shift. This one appears to have like sequins or confetti in it. And I think the cork fell in. But I've kept these forever. I wonder if you can still get some of them on like eBay. But this shade is called Hey Nautical. And I want to say this is a Sally Hansen polish, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it is. I think it is Sally Hansen. Got these guys. This guy's got a bottle fly in it, this one. I love bottle flies. Maybe that's gross, but I found this one and it was just so pretty I had to put it in a tiny vial. If there's a pretty dead bug around, I'm coming in with a tiny vial. This one is Love Tone. It's a Culture Hustle paint. It's a green to gold color shift. Once upon a time, I loved this company. I don't really anymore, but I kept the bottle because they're just really cute. Cute little color shift potion. The camera may or may not pick these things up, but yeah, it's a little, got some paint on the outside. Oh, there's another essential oil. This one is Relaxation, Lavender and Tangerine. I wonder how many more of those I have laying around. Cinnamoroll keychain. So cute. It's just plastic. It hasn't lost any liquid, so that's good. I love these. I remember seeing stuff like this at like the airport gift shops when I was a kid. And always loving little like desk toys like look like this and stuff. Little souvenirs. But I love Cinnamoroll. So this was, I probably got it at like Claire's or something. Oh, a little moth charm. This was sent to me as part of an earring set recently by Muse of the Moon. I know some people have heard me talking about the beautiful work she does recently because I'm just a big fan, but little moon moth charm. I took the earring off because I want to use it in something like crafty. But little star sequin on that. This is like a brooch. I thrifted it a long time ago. The clasp is kind of broken. See if I can literally just fix it right now. Oop. Fixed. Okay. This is a brooch. I think it's just cut glass or possibly acrylic, but it's got a dried, preserved leaf inside. Like I said, I thrifted it. I thrift a lot of kind of grandma brooches and jewelry and stuff. I love that shit. A business card. I guarantee you there are going to be business cards in most episodes just because I buy a lot of art and things from small businesses online. And I hang on to all of the business cards. Sometimes they contain cool coupons, or they're just pretty, or I just want to remember later to go back and get something else. This one looks like it was sent with my. This was a gift from my friend Brooke for the holidays. Thank you, Brooke. It's a little whale shark, and I keep my. It's a pencil case, but I keep my blood sugar testing supplies in it. And this is the person who made it. I'll make sure it's visible for a second. Sorry about my little shaky hands. This is a polymer clay hand-painted bug button that I made and put on a pin there. Sometimes when I make buttons, I have to keep the best ones, and I just loved this little guy. He's so cute. I have another batch of buttons going right now, so we're going to see more soon. A little laser pointer. Yeah. Woohoo. It's intended for pets, but we don't really use it with the cats that often. Or if we do, we try to like make sure there's a treat at the end of the laser pointer hunt because they get confused if it disappears. And I just think I don't like to bamboozle my kitties. This is an earring, a tunnel. It's missing the screw back, but it's got a sword charm hanging from it. Another hair elastic, episode 2. Huzzah. This girl is from like a toy capsule machine. Probably like one outside. You'd see it like the grocery store. But you might see a shadow from my cat. Jack just climbed up on the shelf there. I hope he doesn't come down here and make a ruckus. But, and once an episode I'll drop something. But this came from a toy capsule machine, and I think I have like 4 more or something. But she's just so tiny. I couldn't resist. Tiny duck, self-explanatory. Oh, don't be bumping shit. A chandelier crystal. This came from the flea market. You can see the top is broken, but there used to be a functional hole right there that I would have used to make something, but I'll still use the bottom part to do something with. And I have a couple more of those. I made hair clips out of some of them. And then here are just some miscellaneous, that's a packing tube. Tiny bottle of water. Okay. Ooh. Silver pony bead. This looks very, very old. And it almost definitely is. Oh, another little cork. And lastly, there's just there's a paper star. It's kind of rumpled. And these 2 little wooden stars used to be on top of like drink stirrers, I think. They were like to top toothpicks for like party supplies. Yeah, I just held on to them because they're just little wooden beads. And at the bottom of this drawer, 2 little gold jewelry fixings, these little hardware pieces. And then there's just a bunch of like sequins. So I could probably stand to clean this out. But as far as episode 2 of Crow and Tell goes, I appreciate you watching. And I hope this is fun and that people tag along for the rest of it because I really have been having a good time with it. And I don't organize these drawers too often. I'm just putting everything blue on here. I don't organize these drawers too often, but when I do, they're full of surprises. So I hope that you're excited for the next one because I sure am too. If you vibed along with me today, hit the like button, please, please, and subscribe if you're new here. There's going to be a bunch more of these videos. Normally, this channel would be focused on baking. I'm currently sort of out of commission with a back injury as far as baking and filming at the same time goes because it can be very strenuous. But I hope that you enjoyed episode 2, and I'll see you next time.